Hey, haven't I seen you before? It's been a while, I think. Let me know. Do I look familiar? Well, do I? No, don't worry. Come closer, please. Let me see you. Yes, it is you. We should continue with our story time. And you should write sometime. I'll give you my address.
Captain Voltaire, the info from the crime scene will be ready in 5 minutes. As usual, I'll begin download to you at that time via WeatherNet. Any further requests? Affirmative number 9. Except I approve of a direct download to my X2 drive. I sense a relation to the cases in that file. My scans show that file is a serial killer investigation. While this case seems obviously a mass murder scenario, it's just old school instinct. If things go as I suspect they should, I will have the missing pieces before you begin your download. I am closing communications for 14 minutes. Hello, Enigma. I know you can hear me. Could you hold the line as well as access my X2 drive? I need a second opinion on some things.
I'm just not sure with your reasons behind this angle.
It confuses you because it's based upon human social concepts. The problem with all this technology at our hands is we tend to forget the human factor. Every club has a bouncer. The more underground the club, the more skilled the bouncer. usually by being stronger or bigger than the others around you. At least more intimidating. Dante's had 7 bodies, 23 others as survivors or witnesses. However, you wish to label them not a single one of these bodies I saw look like a bouncer. Being it that the bouncer of the club protects is the club's protection, where was he? Or was he the one they all needed protection from? Grrr, dogs. Odd thing, they used to love me. Now their hackles go up at the sight of me.
Not really. There's extensive studies done on how the animal species reacts to a human after they have passed the 56% cybernetics.
As I said, you forget the human factor.
Response. Variable pathway initiated. Network link of software and wetware to hardware initiated. Conflict sensory direct nervous center override initiated. Sensory enhanced neural net initiated. AOD failsafes solid. I have the codes to override those AOD failsafes.
Said the dealer to the ex-junkie. I think not, my dear Enigma. I already go through life with a third-person point of view. It's like watching my own life through a TV. So much for the stealthy approach. Do you think the 210 pounds of implants could be my problem with sneaking up on people? Creek.
Detection of motion positive. Matches with heat displacement. Danger potential positive 73%. Programmed response override. Based upon sensory neural net perception.
Request for manual control of my body till initial damage obtained or reduced to 21% override?
Negative to both requests.
Of course. Knock knock. Gunther Gunderson, could I have a moment of your time?
What the hell do you want?
Answers without the attitude.
Oh, excuse me, officer. I didn't know it was the police at my door. What can I do for you?
You work as a bouncer at an underground nightclub called Dante's. Your hours show you arrived at 7 p.m. Your SSI number verifies you being there, yet you never clocked off. Based on a current criminal investigation, I need to know where and when you left and why.
Sorry, I never heard of the place.
Spectrum analysis lie.
Don't waste my time with lies, Gunther.
Warning, muscle tension, facial twitch, adrenaline surge, eye dilation, weight displacement, attack 97%.
Now to sit back for the ride as the direct combat program takes over. I've had my bones, muscles, and reflexes replaced for enhanced combat capability. I hardly ever get to play with Click. I don't think deadly force is required for this situation.
Non-aggressive fear detected. Manual control returned.
I'm sure he thanks you as much as I do. Think you would like to rethink about cooperating?
Yes, oh God, yes.
Okay, Chunky, this is when I warn you that I am Captain Voltaire, ex-AOD. Basically, that means that any continued resistance against my lawful actions will probably result in the accidental use of deadly force. Do you understand what I am saying?
Uh-huh.
So start.
You gotta believe me, I'm not high. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I worked there, but I didn't see anything. Except this girl. Sweet thing. Asian American. I guess, she came into the club. Well, at least was past the door. I saw her and knew she was not of age, so I went after her. I didn't touch her, though. No way, I'm not that kind of freak. She ran down this alley and I lost her. Really, don't look at me like that. I swear she just disappeared right through the wall. When I got to the club, I saw this flaming guy run out. So I came home to hide. Hell, dude, I'm on parole.
Sedative to weight ratio began. Factored advised 2.23 standard dosage being injected. His story, be your file records, show no correspondent details that are confirmable. Yet he seems to lack the cranial electric activity too. Life signs stable and contained.
Don't burn a circuit over it. I have confirmation.
Wait, Captain, do you have a cute little black file program that I don't know about?
Yeah, it's called my subconscious.
That's funny. X2 download complete.
Time to cut connection, Enigma. Number 9 should be contacting me. Besides, I'm late again for home.
Your daughter still hate you?
No, she's just confused. Yes.
I'll rearrange your charges to your next biophysical, which should be with 3 days. You do know the virus danger of using streetwears in your systems. Besides, with some of your systems being obsolete, you could cause a system crash.
And transmission.
So that was fun, right? We've missed you. As you may have noticed by now, so we're not only on TV.
5, 6,
Grind.
7.
Hey, this old guy has something to tell you.
Welcome to Damn Studio production staff meetings. Especially hello to the subscribers. You are now my production staff. You're the people, a focus group if you could say, that I'm going to be addressing most of these questions to as we determine and kind of see where we think the new show will be going. Old show, Seattle, and Reanimated. Well, we should start by first discussing what was the old show. It was a submission art show where we started collecting submissions from people, mostly at the Art Institute of Seattle, back in 1997, late. And then we were on the air until about 2003, early 2003, where I then ended up moving up to Canada for a while. Worked mostly on the web design and our web presence. Came back down in 2007 to recreate the public access show here in Kennewick, Washington. That's where the Reanimated show started. The Seattle show was the Seattle Live, which you can see if you go on YouTube. Seattle Live shows and the Seattle Tape shows. Tape shows are when the live studio was down for whatever reason, remodels. So we had to submit taped shows. Otherwise, we were a live show. Now, we went on for a while after I got back in 2007 with a Reanimated show where I basically was taking all the VCR tapes and all that we collected from all the samples, mostly from the schools, but some were personally submitted. And then we went ahead and collected it with some of our own stuff and rebroadcasted all of them as we put them onto DVDs one last time. We went ahead, recycled through them all, 33 episodes. That was the Damn Studio Reanimated show. Reanimated. Sing it again. Okay. Then, now we are here. New show. We're going to call it Damn Studio TV. We're kind of really open on the concept now because well, by the time I get responses from everyone for the questions I'm going to put forward, I will have already had to start something. Because I actually still have the live show, or not live show, the tape show I submit here in Kennewick, Washington. And I still like to put stuff up, as soon as I can get it in there. That's an hour show. So, we may have to make some changes. New show, Damn Studio TV. Big question. 29 minutes. On the web, I've been learning that an hour show is just insane for length. Very few people ever get to the end of it. So we can go shorter to 29 minutes. And then for my TV show, I'll put 2 episodes back to back, which will equal a 58-minute TV show. So I can deal with both. But on the Damn Studio TV, will probably be a 29-minute. But I'd like to get your opinion on that. See what you guys think. Does that seem alright? Because we're also still putting out the old stuff. Some of those are an hour long, some are only 29-minute. And then these, the Real Damn Studio shows, and then which will be more of a journal show. And then we're also going to throw out some old man rants. I'm just going to go on about subjects that have pissed me off, kind of therapeutic, and we'll discuss them for all of you to see. Oh,
Hey! Are you supposed to be in here? Isn't this your dad's office?
If you call this number, I can give you more confidence to help kill yourself.
Tisk, tisk. Maybe I should tell on you. You know where they send bad boys?
I'm sorry, Cheryl, but standard protocol. The police brought him in connection to a massive murder spree that occurred at a private nightclub. Initial report says he did it.
There is nothing about any so-called protocol that applies to this guy. He came in with almost no skin. Ion displacement shows electrocution. 20 hours later, he has regenerated skin and hair.
You had him in that AOD tank. That's what it does. It creates a womb-like environment that stimulates his stem cells to activate and regenerate. Although I don't know, or didn't even know, that it was so fast. He is now to be secured till the police come.
That's it, Luke. It's nowhere near that fast. But if you had asked the local doctor of AOD, you would know. That's me.
I'm sorry, Cheryl. I was concerned for your safety, for everyone's safety. And with what you said, I'm sure I made the right decision.
For your information, his signs may be stable, but genetic memory XM check shows he was dead. I am still unsure of his mental capacity. We don't have the slightest idea of any sudden cognitive return to find yourself in there. What do you think that will do for his sanity? Do me a favor, Luke. Just ignore Dr. Dardanos' rule. You hate them as I do. I got an idea. Let's treat this one like a human. Just this once. Hey, Luke, it's me. I know you're not that kind of person. Don't let fear of Dr. Dardanos control you.
It's not that easy. You see, your new project has already used the most expensive piece of equipment and is in room 13, high security. He will ask questions.
And?
Give me a complete report as to what you want and why, and I'll look it over. I'll need reports and records covering anything he would want to know. This one will take some effort, as well as any related reports that will support that being sedated or imprisoned is a further threat than a benefit.
You mean the usual? I assure the stories match. In case we're caught, no problem, love.
Oh, and take Ribbon here back to her room.
Thank you, Luke. I'll get her out of here.
Main problem is this plan of Cheryl's is a strange amount of attention our new guest has already gained. It had been only 20 hours ago that this man had arrived. His insane activity, nothing new here. A hospital like ours is its own social environment, like high school. When a new guy arrives, big dogs have to test him. Is he alpha male or them? Believe me, we have some big dogs here. They decide, will they hate, fear, like, or loathe him? But old man Kardak, his only reason for being here is his age. He has nowhere else. He's a family friend of Dr. Dardanos, the owner as well as head administrator. They talk. That's the problem. I guess I should clarify that old age crack. Kardec's condition, although this is not my boss's opinion, is a natural response to living, especially as long as he has. Although there are questions about the quality of the records, they at least can prove that he is past 100. That puts him in the top 5% limits of aging humans. He feels depressed that all he knows is dead. He feels excluded by society as well as misunderstood. He has an overdeveloped sense of self-worth based upon the facts that as a doctor, he once was all that in a bag of chips. All this seems normal to me, the only exception that he believes death is after him, personally.
So, what are you doing? You can't just... Hey! Stop that! Don't look there!
We're so psychic, we knew what your questions were going to be ahead of time.
This is how you thank me?
Okay. The factory. Vault 23, number 022. Classification, location, near ground zero. Status, cleansed and sealed, yet may still be infected. See additional files, the Atomic Council and the Golems. The last moments of the atomic event, a group of those scientists and doctors ran for the bunker they had prepared already on the site. It should be noted that it is still a question why they had the bunker, and that not only could it protect them from the effects without knowing for sure what the effects would have been. After they exited the bunker, they found it was not quite what they expected. Worse, though, even. They knew the government policy would probably be burn and churn, so they began their own capture, trap, and experiment labs, while they also went on to try to cure themselves. They had not taken into account the mutational effects upon the infection. Each layer of the cure only made it worse. By the time the invasion of the Grand Inquisitor happened, the experiments had been so altered that they almost lacked any identifying marks, or even correct number of limbs. It was impossible to find or detect who these golems were before alteration. The Atomic Council had succeeded in some experiments. Because of their failures, they held the grounds of the factory for a week so the Inquisitor could study and explore the factory. Some say it had effects on the design of the Office of Law. National Guard and the Law Inquisitor, private forces of law office, burned the golems in the factory before they left. The Inquisitor has said it could have held the position longer. He would have, but the mental strain and headache the place gives you, as well as the enhanced chances of infection, the old chambers held the golems were so radiant infected they could probably still infect someone who were there long enough. The place was destroyed because of its mind control and influence device the AC had made for the cure. AC being the Atomic Committee.
Fine, I get it. You got things to do. I'll go. For now.
Stairs. People climb.